Hello.
Hello, hi. You are here. Come.
Okay. So, Dr. Elsie, how do you create space for creativity when your schedule is packed?
Well, you know I enjoy cooking. So you can see all the ingredients here. Anything that becomes successful requires a few ingredients and also some tender loving care. And if you put your heart to it, things will work out. Okay. So I have here about 300 grams of all-purpose flour. And then this is peanuts, which I have toasted. No recipe tells you this, but I find that sometimes it gets stuck because peanut gives up oil. So it's the same. If I'm writing a curriculum, I have always got to think about various levels of students, how we can cater to their needs. You know, some will learn a bit faster, some will be a little impatient. And what about absenteeism? You know, we do want them to catch up, right? So which is why our curriculum is structured in a way where the lessons are kind of cyclical, so no one misses anything. Sugar makes everything taste better, but not too much. And if you could just hang on, yeah, it's salt. I use Himalayan salt, that's why it looks a little pink here. If you could pass me the baking powder. So there is always time for, sometimes you just have got to put in a little bit of assistance to help you. So with students, it's the same. That little star that you give them, that little badge, you know, that award ceremonies that we do. So now that I've mixed everything, I'd like you to help me put in the oil. Okay, hold it for a bit and just let it come together. But we do let it rest for a bit before we shape them into cookies. Same thing with lesson, you cannot expect immediate results. You need some time for it to develop and to grow. So before we start to shape the cookies, could you please help me get 2 eggs?
Here you go.
Thank you. So these are the egg yolks that we will use to glaze our cookies later. Now, we want to shape the cookies. You have washed your hands and you hold on to this. I'll show you. And then we can begin. You know, I've been curious, Daniel. What part of yourself do people rarely see, but that part plays a role in your decisions?
Maybe people may not see it, but I tend to think very far ahead in terms of multiple steps. I guess you could say not just 1, 2 steps, but really 4, 5 steps ahead. Okay, and this is mostly due to my experience dealing with problems. Because each problems are interlinked. When you solve one thing, you're actually solving multiple things. There's wisdom in it because it means that if you get it right, you get it right and you only do the job once.
And what kind of impact do you hope people associate with your name long after the titles fade?
Oh, yeah. Guess I never really thought about that. I guess you could say I hope that I've been able to inspire people to be better versions of themselves. You know, make a difference in people's lives. In a way, remember me as being the one that, yeah, I remember Daniel inspired me to do so, or he helped me do so. And that's all I could hope for. I guess you could say it's very similar to how teachers do feel, you know, where they hope that one day their students think back about, yes, you know, I remember this teacher, I like how this teacher taught me.
Okay, there, the egg wash. Remember what you have done. The egg wash, I added a little bit of oil to make it easier to brush over the cookies. Similarly, in teaching, sometimes you make it easier for the students so that they get a sense of achievement. Okay. We're not rigging anything, but just make it a little easier for them.
So I have to ask, what's the dream that you're still quietly holding on to, you know, but haven't really said it out loud before?
I enjoy cooking. I would want to be able to share recipes with people who want to do something for the family. In terms of business, it's always the same. It's just like cooking. If I have a good program and a good syllabus, I want to share with as many people as possible. I want to be able to reach out to more. So I want to set up a teacher training college. I want to be able to teach the best English language teachers. Teachers who are passionate about teaching English and good English and English that will stay with them for life. There you are, doing a very good job. Okay, now that the oven has beeped, come, bring the tray.
Okay. So I would like to ask, what do you hope that whether your children or students who hear your story will believe about themselves?
Well, as a teacher, I would always want children, I would always want students to believe in themselves. And all I ask for is when they do something, they must put their passion, heart and soul into it. They must not give up halfway. And always, always do it with integrity. So what I want children to believe about themselves is you can do it and you have got this and you will be able to do it and you will be successful. Okay, the cookies are baked. Okay, so let's wait for it to cool down and we should be able to enjoy the cookies. Okay, now you get the first bite. What do you think? Your work.
You're right.
Melts in the mouth.